Everyone, it's Katherine Skaggs, and it's midweek on a Wednesday, December 9th, 2020. Been sitting and reflecting again, asking, what do we need to know today? I know the world is wild and crazy. It's December and holiday time, and everything looks different than what we're used to. So let's see what the goddesses have to say to inspire us today, to lift us up, to send us in a direction where we can connect to our heart spaces and to what's important to us, as well as hopefully one another. And let's see what we can do for having a great day today. All right, I've been shuffling the cards, and I'm going to pull 3 cards. That's the guidance I got today. And I don't always pull them off the top once I shuffled. I'll oftentimes stick my little fingers in there and pull them out on the sides and in between. All right, so think of this reading as what do you need personally right now, and to remember about yourself, to remember about your life, and what's at hand and where are we headed. So first card that comes up, I haven't seen her in a while. I'm glad to see her. She is the Crone of Wind. Now, if you remember, the wind is the mental suit. It's your thought forms. It's what's coming down from the higher heavenly area of your being, hopefully. And it's typically what are the mental thoughts that you're carrying around right now. Now, one of the things that this card is its influence is Aquarius astrologically. And this is about wisdom, particularly mental wisdom, wisdom of the mind. And if you look at this, it looks like an eagle woman, and she is a forward thinker. She has a third eye that's fully blown in this. She's got her wings are up, and she is one who's connected to heavenly wisdom, wisdom of Father Sky, wisdom of the heavenly realms, someone who's been around a while, who's got wisdom from life experiences, and yet she carries an egg with her. So even through her wisdom, she has vision and imagination and foresight for a greater future based on what she's already lived. She carries the seeds of new beginnings. With this Aquarius influence, she is telling me that we all are full of seeds of new life, and that we are here in a time of great change to be different from what we've been, to move into a new vibration, and to lift up. We are in the time of Aquarius, the Aquarian age, and it is full of change. Now, that change, that death of the old, is nothing to be afraid of, even though it may make you uncomfortable. So it's time to get on your visionary cap, to take a meditation, a vision walk, time alone to really connect to your heart spaces, to be able to anchor your highest, most divine thoughts into the physical world through your heart, and to really dream anew. What is possible? Now, we've had that theme over and over when I talk to you, it seems like, of this last week or so. And it comes up often because we are in massive change, and it's really important that we connect to the power of a new way of being. So this is our first guidance for the day. And the next one, which is very related to that, is the fire card completion. As we dream anew, as we vision from a different and higher vibrational way of being, it's time to be clear with our spirits to burn away and be complete with old patterns that don't serve us. Anywhere we drop into a lack of harmony in our relationships, our work, our families, our bodies, it's time to complete the old ways that are not as full of light, that are not part of this new pattern, to be honest with ourselves and to change. So it's time to be done. And this card, too, is very representative of what's going on right now. We are in December, the end of 2020, thank goodness, that we're coming to the end of a cycle so that we can begin anew and bring that Aquarian vision in for 2021. And very practically for whatever is at hand in our lives to be done. Yesterday we had the Earth card manipulation, and it was telling us to let go of old ways of being in our physical world. where we're not fulfilled, where we manipulate ourselves or are manipulated by the world around us. So that means that honesty is helping us come to a completion so that we can truly move into a new way of being. It doesn't mean that you need to let go of people in your life necessarily, but you need to let go of the way that you've been doing things so that you can cycle into higher experiences with yourself, with your family and your loved ones, with your work, and with how we're going to create this world anew. We're getting rid of some stuff that really hasn't been serving all of us. All right. In the long run, the child of innocence, the child of seas shows up. So she's telling me that, let's not be afraid of this change. Let's move back into a place emotionally where we know that we're protected, that we can come back to our innocence. Have you ever noticed that once you've gone through some challenging times that you get hardened if you haven't fully let go and forgiven the circumstances and learned from them? If you don't move on, you carry resentment or anger or a way where you're cynical. And our world has certainly given us a lot of opportunities to get hardened. But this card tells me that as we come into a new vision and we can complete these old cycles, it's really important to reclaim our innocence. We are safe beyond anything we can imagine in our world. That our soul and our spirits have this beautiful power of childlike nature, of innocence, and it's a gift. And it's something that we need to reconnect to as we bring in new patterns so that we can be more harmonious. This is a very important part of ourselves. So if you feel like it's hard to get in touch with your creativity of that child, that innocent and pure part of yourselves, it's time to find some healing modalities, to take a retreat, to step away and release the things that have hardened you, to take a good hard look at them and know that they're holding you captive in some way, that it's time to focus on and recall that playful, childlike nature. Now, this little girl is sitting inside a conch shell, inside an incredible tsunami of crazy emotional energy. And that's sort of like our world right now. We got this tsunami of change and challenges that are full of emotional strife if we are out of balance. And this little girl is calling us home to ourselves. And she's also promising us that this new way of being brings us back to a more pure hearted center that allows us to be innocent and playful and to know that we're truly safe when we come home to that place. So I hope this gives you some inspiration and guidance for the day, and that your week continues in such a manner that you can dream anew, that can bring in new values and expanded version of yourself as you let go and complete these old ways of being, and that you can have an absolutely joyful and happy day.